Hello everybody, Iain, Robson here. Welcome back to Counterline. Alright, so if you recall from the previous episode, we did a little bit of baling, and the field has been baled now, as you can see. It's all been baled. Let's see how many bales we got in total here. We can go back to the statistics and see how many we got in total. 82, well, I guess 85 bales altogether out of this little section right here. So that's not too bad actually, so pretty pleased about that. Let's go ahead and grab our 8340. So I got the front arms. I got the front loader arms on it. And I got the case over there. He's currently just chilling out there. I think he's still idling. I'm going to go ahead and grab some of these bales. I think we probably could do two at a time, but assuming we can get, hopefully we can get one at a time. There we go. That's better. We might be able to get two at a time. Let's just give it a go real quick here. See if we can't do this. I don't think you would normally put two bales on one fork. Maybe you would, I don't know. No, that's not going to be easy like that. Alright. Let's go with one for now then. So I picked up the modded bale spike, so it's going to be a bit different than normal. Because with the normal one, I think it's pretty good. That's my wife sneezing, by the way. Bless you. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this other bale here. Not too bad. Now that trailer does auto-load, but I figure we should probably do at least a few manually. I rarely do this, so it's always good practice to do it once in a while. There we go. But I'm pretty sure I won't do this with all 85 bales, but you know, some people would. Some people enjoy that type of thing. It's all, well, it comes down to what their particular preference is. I don't mind doing it a little bit, but when it comes to doing it for an extended period of time, then that's where I kind of get like, that's not my thing. There we go. Get this one bale behind us here. Yeah, it's funny. I think this is a large bale fork, it's called. So I feel like this one's meant more for squares than rounds. Just based on the way the spacing is. I think you could probably pierce the bale right in the middle, I imagine. Now the funny thing is I've actually done this in real life before. It's actually a lot more difficult. If you've never done it before, trying to get to like do the things you wanted to do sometimes is not easy. If you've ever done it in real life, you'll understand. Like sometimes you'll put a bale down and then it'll just shift just a little bit, and then it'll do something else. So like, it won't do what you want it to do. There we go. That's that one. And it takes practice, like all things, basically. So, but it's kind of funny to do. When I did it, I was using a smaller tractor than I probably should have been. It was had a hydrostatic transmission in it, and there we go. It had a hydrostatic transmission in it, so it was really nice to use for this particular purpose because moving around was really easy instead of having to shift gears like with an old school, older style tractor, like into reverse and forward, because you would have to do that in an older tractor. It was actually pretty easy to do with the hydrostatic because you basically just push forward, push back, and that's all it is. There's nothing more to it than that with the hydrostatic transmission, which is awesome for some things, and other things, I guess it really works for everything these days. Let's grab this one over here. I don't know if you can adjust the width of the forks. You might be. I know you can adjust it like the height. What button is it? I think it's. No, there it is. I knew there was a way to do it somehow, but in this case we don't need it, obviously, so I'm just going to leave it the way it is for the time being, but it is a possibility. Whoops. I have to back up a bit further there. It's definitely a possibility, but yeah, like I said, I was doing this with a smaller tractor, so it was kind of funny because like the tractor would just compress, the front tires would just get compressed so much, and they were only 4-foot bales, they weren't like big bales. But the tractor was just on a little bit on the smaller side, so I probably should have been using a bigger tractor in this context. It was kind of funny, actually. Normally, I think that tractor was maybe, I I think it was under 100 horsepower, you think, even, maybe? I forget what kind of tractor it was. But it was fun to do. It's definitely interesting. Getting this all set up, like, it's funny because like round bales are like a lot more common than squares in some areas. It just depends on how big of tractors you have, really, is what it comes down to a lot of the time. Because if you want to start using some of the the bigger square bales, then you really need a bigger tractor for that. Because once you get into the big squares, then you need a big tractor to move the big squares and all that jazz. So a little bit further, there we go. Excellent. But that's been my experience, at least. Now you can vary the size of your round bales. I think you can go. What's the size? Normally 4x4 is kind of like the normal size for a lot of people, but you can get upwards. I think it's 5x6. I think, or 6x6 maybe. I think it's 5x6. I think is the size you can get upwards. Like that would be like the top end for bales, but not every baler will do that size of bale. So. Be careful here. It's because this one would be better on the other side, just because of where I picked it up. I picked it up with that one fork, and because I picked it up with that one fork, that one fork is getting in my way. All right, line up the way we want it to be. There we go. And if you're wondering what's changing my view from forward to back without me doing anything, that is the keyboard steering mod once again. A lot of people ask me that question. It works really well. I find it works. It's meant for a keyboard, but I find it works really well for the steering wheel because it's a gradual turn. So when I turn my wheel slowly, it'll change the camera angle slowly as well, which is nice. All right, where's the next bill? Guess I'll come over here. Getting further and further away from our trailer there. Now, some people, what they do is, like this, let's say they have a couple people. Let's go on this side. Let's say they have a couple people working the front loaders. What they'll do is sometimes they'll have people, one person like organizing the bales on one of the edge of the fields, and the other person just picking them up. Now, normally for round bales, you actually have to leave them in the field for a couple days because it actually will be too hot normally. Now, that's as far as I know. There may be some other, there's probably some other stuff I'm not aware of, but as far as I know, that is what you have to do for round bales. Let's go over to the left a little bit. So, in that scenario, you have to let them sit in the field a little bit, because if you don't let them sit in the field for a little bit, they'll be just too hot. Oh, really? Come on. And you could have some spontaneous combustion. Yes, that is a thing sometimes. Other way. There we go. Do I have any other bales close? So there's one right there. So yeah, that's actually a thing when it comes to bales, and you can actually have barn fires caused by bales being just too hot or stored too hot. So it's kind of crazy when you think about it, but it's definitely a thing. Let's grab on this right side here. Eventually, we'll definitely move up to squares because I like working with squares a bit better. But for now, we'll stick with rounds because you need super low horsepower tractors in comparison. There we go, right here. The one thing that's kind of the frustrating part about this is, like, in real life you can kind of like move your point of view a little bit, so you can kind of like shift your head to like left or to the right. Did I mess that up a little? Maybe a little. Now you can actually do this. I'm doing this mostly in cab. That's probably why it's not as nice as it could be. But what you can do is, if you want to turn your forks like that, you can just push your bales in a little bit, like so. Not too much, of course. There we go. I think that messed it up more than it fixed it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get some more here. Now, I'm probably going to do this for another minute or so, because not everybody's into watching me stack bales for an extended period of time. But, you know, this is longer than I would normally do it, to be honest with you. Normally I do it for like 2 or 3 minutes, something like that. And then I would be like, okay, that's that. Moving on to the next activity. But alas, right now we actually don't have too many other activities going on. And that's primarily because none of our fields are grown yet. There we go. Excellent. And I think we have a field that needs to be fertilized if memory serves. So let's get let's say 2 more bales on the other side there. There we go. Get that one. I think my wife's experiencing a little bit of allergies today, if you couldn't hear that in the background. Alright, let's go right here. And apparently we're hitting the other bale there, just ever so slightly apparently. There we go. The hard part is, because you can't, it's hard to tell whether you're pushing the other bale behind it, I find. So, you're like, okay, am I pushing this bale? Am I not pushing the bale? That's my experience at least. So, and let's grab this one right here, will be the last one. And, now we could wrap these bales, that's a possibility. That would mean we have to, we would have to rent a wrapper, because we don't have the money for a wrapper right now. Alright. Let's go right there. Nope. There we go. Oops, apparently that was not right there. Maybe I just didn't push down far enough. Let's see here. There we go. That is not great. I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll leave it for the time being. Let's see here. Let's see where we sell these bales. We'll take this as a first load, just as a test load to see what the actual is it R? L? L. Oh no, it is R. I'm thinking of really? How did that happen? And this is why I rarely stack bales, because this is what happens. You can get better at it, of course, but it just takes a long time to do. There we go. Let's grab that one bale that fell down over there. And we're going to try and find the sell point to see how much we get for these bales. I am kind of curious now. Let's go ahead and grab that bale there. Just stick it on top for the time being, because this is farm sim and you can do that without a problem basically. Let's see, there we go, see, magic. Now let's see if we can't find the place we need to go to sell these bales. Let's see, I am looking for, nope, the shop. Maybe perhaps there isn't a place to sell bales here. Bales here. No. I don't know. Let's go take a look around. I don't think there's one around the farm. That's a pretty epic stacking job, if I do say so myself. No. The more time you take, the better it looks, but it can be quite time consuming. Depends on, like I said before, it depends on what you like to do. I don't mind stacking bales, but not for extended periods of time. Alright, where is the sell point on this map for bales? It is not on the main farm, apparently. Let me see if I can find it, one sec. So it looks like it's the horse ranch, which is where you can sell... Oh, there it is. Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, where you sell your bales. So I can make my way over there. As you can see, I've tagged it, so it is right there. You can see. Now I don't know how much we're going to make for these bales. Probably not a crazy amount, but we're going to find out here in a second. And I'll be kind of curious to see what the final tally ends up being for all the bales. And then once we clean up the bales, we'll be able to fast forward time. Probably next episode, maybe we'll be looking at a harvest, perhaps. Harvesting oats, maybe. We'll see. I think I have oats, rye. I don't think I planted triticale this time around, but maybe I did. Who knows? Anyways, I will meet you at the horse ranch. So here we are, just coming up on the horse ranch. This is down by field 14 there, in the southeast corner of the map. Let's see if we can't find the location to sell our bales. Some nice little houses here. That looks like the sell point over there. Excellent. I guess the entrance is over here somewhere. It's like a little community over here. Yes, here we are. Here was the entrance. This is actually the main... Oh no, not quite the main road. Almost the main road though. Alright. Now, how do we sell these bales? Looks like it's just a drive-through. Okay. So what I'm going to do is going to press L here. And actually, what I'll do is I'll drive in there first, and then press L. Oh, I don't even have to. Look at that. So 540 per bale. It's not too bad, I guess. So in our statistics that show us how much money we made from sold bales, I think it does. No, I guess it'd be finances. What am I talking about? Let's see. Yeah, $6,000. That's not too bad. So that wasn't even a full trailer's load. That was a part of a trailer's load. So there you go. Not too bad at all. Anyways, folks, because we did a lot of stacking today, I'm going to end the episode there. A little bit of a quicker one. I do have to get to work soon, too, I realized. Anyways, my name's Iain Robson. I hope you enjoyed that episode. If you have any suggestions for what we should try next time, leave a comment below. My name's Iain Robson again, and I'll catch you guys later.